Yes, 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 yes. Spirit's moving in me. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living in Colorado Springs. I am Reverend Sally Bartholomew, the spiritual director and senior minister here of this beloved community. And I am so grateful that you are here in the seats in this sanctuary on this gorgeous spring day. So thank you for coming here and joining us today. We are glad that you are here. Each of you are moved by Spirit in many different ways. We all come from various paths that bring us here to this community. And why do we come to this place, this sanctuary, this community? We come here to really feel into, to experience Spirit and the oneness that we are each representing in our own unique and wonderful ways. So welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living in Colorado Springs. Is there anyone who is here for the very first time? If so, I invite you to raise your hand so that we can share a gift with you. Thank you for joining us this Sunday. We have a flower that represents our welcoming of you, and we have a clipboard. And on the clipboard, we invite you to give us some of your information so that we can share more of who and what we are and what we do in the community. Looks like we need one more someplace here, so there you go. It takes a village for us to make all of this happen, and I am grateful for the village people that we have in this community. So, exactly. So I invite us to take a few moments this morning to share with each other how Spirit's moving in me and in you. So please stand and welcome each other.
Beautiful, your love and light. You're God's melody and heaven's delight. Let the music flow through you and open your heart. Because you're beautiful, your love and light. I'm beautiful, I'm love and light. I'm heaven's harmony and God's divine life. Let the music flow through me and open my eyes to see I'm beautiful, I'm love and light. You're beautiful, so beautiful, let it shine. Let the music be your guiding light to open your mind. We're beautiful, we're love and light. We're God's melody and heaven's delight. Let the music flow through us and open our hearts. Because we're beautiful, we're love and light. Oh, you're beautiful, love and light. Oh, I'm beautiful, love and light. Oh, we're beautiful, love and light. Oh, I'm beautiful, love and light. Oh, we're beautiful, love and light. Oh, we're beautiful, love and light. Holy One, hear my prayer, fill my heart with love. Holy One, hear my prayer, fill my heart with peace. Holy One, hear my prayer, fill my heart with joy. Holy One, hear my prayer, fill my heart with love. Holy One, hear my prayer, fill my heart with love. Holy One, hear my prayer, fill my heart with peace. Holy One, hear my prayer, fill my heart with joy. Holy One, hear my prayer, fill my heart with love. Holy One, hear my prayer, fill my heart with love. Holy One, hear my prayer, fill my heart with peace. Holy One, hear my prayer, fill my heart with joy. Holy One, hear my prayer, fill my heart with love. Thank you.
Today's words of inspiration first come from Ralph Waldo Emerson. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. And from the great Michelangelo. Every block of stone has a statue inside of it, and it is the task of the sculptor to discover it. And last from our founder, Dr. Ernie Ernest Holmes, the true imagination is not fanciful daydreaming. It is the fire from heaven. Pray with me. As I take a deep breath and fill my lungs with that energy, that air of spirit, I get to look out and recognize and realize the beauty of today. The spring weather with all the flowers coming in bloom, all the bees and insects making their appearances, to the grass growing and seeing fruit bloom from trees. There is infinite amounts of beauty right now outside in nature. And it doesn't exist just outside from many places, including our beautiful labyrinth outside. There are so many aspects of the divine that are here right now. From this sanctuary to the living rooms of all the people that are watching online right now. God is here. And I know that my mind is one with spirit. That I am tapped in at that highest point, that highest vibrational energy. I am connected with that creative mind of the universe. And my thoughts and my feelings and my hopes and my desires, my feelings of joy and love are all part of that creative whole. And as I know this truth for myself, I know this for every beautiful soul that is in the sanctuary now. Every part of this CSLCS community and every part of the world as an overall whole. And I know for today's service that is filled with this love and light. It is filled with divine perfection. And the many teams that go forward to make this service whole. From the practitioners that hold consciousness and are the prayer arm of this church, to our bingo team, finding joy and love and lots of chaos. There's divinity there. And to Reverend Sally, I know that she is filled with this divine intelligence as she gets ready to share a message today. That creative flow comes with ease, beauty, and grace. And what exactly needs to be said is said. And I just give deep gratitude for being able to see this vision unfold, for being able to see this majestic community grow and expand and create ripples and waves in this Colorado Springs community and beyond. I just give deep gratitude for being able to see this vision, for being able to be a part of this prayer arm of this church and hold that consciousness. I know that my words have power. And I place my words into that law of love and light, into that universe, knowing nothing else needs to be said. I simply step back and let it be. I release my word, knowing it to be so, and I ground it by saying, and so it is.
your soul's desire. Be the love only you can be. Be the vision of your soul's desire. Be that change you want to see. Oh, if you want love, 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 you gotta be a place of love. If you want peace, you gotta be a place of peace. If you want joy, you gotta be that place of joy. You are divine. Be the vision of divine. Be the vision of your heart's desire, that which only you can be. Let your vision pull you higher and higher to that place of divinity. Yeah, if you want love, 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 you gotta be a place of love. If you want peace, then be a place of peace. If you want joy, you gotta be that place of joy. You are divine. Be the vision of divine. Yeah. If you want love, 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 you gotta be a place of love. If you want peace, you gotta be a place of peace. If you want joy, you gotta be a place of joy. You are divine. Be the vision of divine. You are divine. Be the vision of divine. You are divine. Be the vision of divine. You are divine.
Let's give some love to Renee Perkins and her music. Woo, 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 woo. We are blessed in this community with some of the best music ever. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Ken, Rob, Scott, and Teddy. Yes. And I also want to give a shout out to Wes and Andrea, who is filling in this afternoon. This morning, maybe I'm wanting this talk to be done already. This morning, and Ben as well. You know, it really does take a village. And I am so grateful for everyone who steps up and steps into this place of service for this community, where we really do come together to support each other in knowing oneness. Now, I will tell you that this talk, Visioning Beyond the Horizon, it has been working me, and it has been working me in ways that I don't fully understand yet. So bear with me. We are going on a journey together, and I can see the horizon, but I know that there is so much more beyond the horizon that I might not be seeing in this present moment. So let's begin by acknowledging that this is Passover. This is the time that the Jewish community celebrates their reality of freedom from slavery in Egypt. This is the time that they celebrate the Exodus story. And so what they do to celebrate, one of the things, there are many things, but one of the things that they do to celebrate this freedom from slavery is they participate in what's called the Seder dinner. And at this Seder dinner, they have a book and they read the story of their history, of that journey out of Egypt. And they share this ritual process at the dinner where they ingest bitter herbs to remind themselves of the bitterness of slavery. And They have eggs, which remind them of the new birth, the newness of life. And they have unleavened bread called matzah. And matzah represents for them the fact that when they were finally ready to escape slavery, they couldn't wait around for the bread to rise. So they took with them the unleavened bread, which is called matzah. And so that's a little bit of the history of the Seder dinner and what is celebrated at that time. And I think it's worthwhile for each of us, just as Ernest did in his day, for each of us to explore these other religions, these other philosophies, just to see how does this relate to me now in my life. Passover is the beginning of the Holy Week. And so this Sunday in the Christian communities is being celebrated as Palm Sunday. So what is Palm Sunday? Well, Palm Sunday is the day that Jesus rode into Jerusalem. And as he was riding into the city of Jerusalem, those who believed he was the Messiah were laying down palm fronds on his way into the holy city. So it was a day of celebration. It was a day of, oh my goodness, this is the Messiah. We know this is the Messiah. Well, we think he's the Messiah, right? So there was a lot of energy and flow and dynamics. And the night before the Seder dinner, Jesus celebrated the Seder dinner with his 12 disciples. And at that dinner, he shared that he is the fulfillment of the love and the law. And as we teach here within religious science, not only is Jesus the fulfillment of the law and the love, but each and every one of us is the fulfillment of the love and the law. So let's take a breath in. That's a lot to take in. I can speak it in like 3 minutes, but that's a lot to take in. This idea of oneness. It's what we teach each and every Sunday, and yet when you pull it apart, there's so much more to it. And what we get to do as we live our lives is we get to live that out. And here within our philosophy of religious science and science of mind, we recognize, as someone told me this morning, that our thinking creates our reality. Yes? Yeah. And so we get to pay attention to, what are we saying to ourselves? What are we saying to ourselves consciously? And what are we saying to ourselves when we're not really aware of what we're thinking and saying? What are the habits of thought that we are embodying and demonstrating, whether we like it or not? So that's just a question to be with as we celebrate Passover and Palm Sunday today. So I don't think I have it up on the slides, but one of the things that I was thinking about as I was preparing for this talk is a quote from the Bible. And all right, let me back up a little bit. I was actually thinking about springtime, and I was thinking about the Easter egg hunt and the eggs in particular, and this idea about eggs. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to come to the quote, and then I'll cycle back around to where I was going with this thought. So the Bible verse that I'm going to share with you is actually from Mark chapter 10, verses 6 through 9. And I'll just tell you what they say. This is from the Good News Bible, the Good News translation. So it may be a little different than what you're used to. But from the very beginning, God made them male and female. For this reason, a man shall leave his father and his mother and cleave to his wife, and both shall be one flesh. Hence, they are not two, but one flesh. What therefore God has joined, let no man separate. So as I was thinking about Easter and springtime, my thoughts naturally turned to the birds and the bees. They just did. You know, sometimes I wonder, but they just did. And so I was thinking about this whole reproductive process, and I won't get very graphic here. But God made them male, the sperm, and female, the egg. And when the sperm and the egg come together, they create one life. And each and every one of us is that one life, not just Jesus. Each and every one of us is that life demonstrated. So, when I went to actually look at the context of that Bible verse that I shared with you, I discovered that it really isn't about what I was thinking about. It's really in the context of where it is written. It's about divorce and saying that according to the law, a man and woman shall not be divorced. So I'm going to leave that over there because it doesn't really fit with where I want to go with this talk. So each of us begins with this embodiment of both our male and our female aspects. And when I look at the plants, and when I look at the animals, you know, the baby chicks, I went into the store. I won't name the store, but I went into the store the other day, and they had little tiny baby chicks for sale. And I'm like, oh my gosh, they're so adorable. So the springtime is the time, generally, when we have this bursting forth of life. And it truly is, when you recognize it this way, it truly is a demonstration of oneness. So today's talk, it's going to go all over the place, but today's talk with the visioning beyond the horizon, what I'm wanting to share with you, it's the importance of aligning our daily practices. And that daily practice doesn't have to be anything more than in our own thoughts, in our own hearts, aligning ourselves with the truth of our oneness. That's our daily practice. We can do it in many ways. We can walk the labyrinth to help us get to that place as we walk back and forth, around and around, to get to that place of knowing that we are the oneness demonstrated. The other thing I want to address is our own internal barriers to recognizing this oneness within ourselves. These barriers, these internal thought processes that we have, are seeds that have been planted from external sources. I would venture to say, don't know that you could ever do any studies about this, but I would venture to say that the sperm and the egg never thought less of themselves for being a sperm or an egg. Let's take a breath with that. From the beginning, God made them, male and female. God made them, whole, perfect, and complete as they are, as they were, as they always will be, way beyond the horizon. The transformative practice that we're going to talk about today is actually this visioning. And Renee, thank you so much for your songs and for your music that speak to visioning. And Laura, thank you for helping to back up Renee in this process. Yeah. We learned so much. I learned so much from music, from the way it moves me, the way it gets that energy flowing. And then when I listen to the lyrics, wow. So I'm hoping that eventually Renee will produce CDs or other ways that, yeah, give her a hand, because I think that's going to be fabulous. So in my corporate world, I was a trainer. And one of the things that I used to do was train individuals on how to get their best life as far as being a business manager, right? And so what are the tools and techniques that you can use to do this? And we would teach, certain things that you could do. And what I often shared with individuals and recognized for myself eventually when I left the corporate world was sometimes we can put our ladder against the wrong building. So we're looking at that horizon, recognizing that everybody in our family has always been a success in business. So of course we want to be that success in business. And we're given cues and insights from the world at large on how to put that ladder up against that building, how to climb those rungs of the ladder to get to the top, only to look around and realize my ladder's against the wrong building. Have you ever been there? Yeah, I can see. So we're encouraged, we're invited to really pay attention to where we're putting our focus. When an airplane goes from LAX in Los Angeles to New York, JFK, the goal is to get to JFK, right? But anywhere along the course of that travel, the plane generally is off, maybe 1 or 2 degrees. And if the pilot isn't paying attention to where the trajectory of the airplane is taking it, then the plane may end up in Washington, D.C. But if the pilot is paying attention to those navigational tools, he or she can see that and can make adjustments, adjusting back to where is it that we want to go. Oh, I did have it up there. So I want to share with you a few quotes from the book Atomic Habits by James Clear. James tells us that success is the product of daily habits, not once-in-a-lifetime transformations. So it's not all about that big wah experience, although that big wah experience is fabulous. It's about making these incremental adjustments as we traverse to our goal. That's what success is all about. And he tells us that what matters is whether your habits are putting you on that path towards success, telling us you should be far more concerned with your current trajectory than with your current results. So if you happen to be in a space and a place that you recognize this ain't so good, you're given the opportunity to discern that and to make adjustments to get yourself back on the path. He also tells us that our outcomes are lagging measures of our habits. Lagging measures of our habits. What does that mean? Well, he gives us examples. Your net worth, and no, I'm not going to talk about the economy and the stock market right now. I don't want you all panicking on me. Your net worth is a lagging measure of your financial habits. Are you saving money? Are you putting things aside? Are you giving knowing that it will return to you? And your knowledge is a lagging measure of your learning habits. Are you seeking to understand about other religions, about other people, about the way the world works beyond what you think you know? And your clutter, this one hurts. Your clutter is the lagging measure of your cleaning habits. So, you get what you repeat, is what he's telling us. And so we're invited, especially in this community, to repeat the truth that we know. We are of God, male and female, one. We are one of God. That's what we come here to share and to experience together. So, aligning our steps, aligning ourselves with the path. I've talked about the airplane, and it's really important to talk a little bit about this idea of the horizon. The horizon is actually something that we can physically see. And yet in the visioning process, we are invited to open our hearts and our minds to that which is beyond what we can see. Certainly Israelites, when they were in captivity in Egypt, it would have been very difficult, I think, to see beyond that horizon of waking up every day as a slave. And yet, these were a people of faith. These are a people of faith. And so within their faith, they open their hearts and their minds to God, to Adonai, to the One, opening to knowing that they are here to express the glory and the wonder of Spirit. So we get to move beyond that horizon. We get to recognize that there's something more, something greater, the Creator out beyond and within. We carry it with us. Those Israelites with Moses, and I'll tell you, the story of Moses was one of my favorite Easter time stories. I now have a new one, as two of our friends in the audience here know. through the Chosen series, I now have a new favorite Easter story. But with Moses, the Israelites, they wandered the desert for a long time. 40 years, 40 days, I don't remember what it was. And they experienced the back and the forth, oh, he's not going to take care of us. Oh, yes, God is taking care of us. The back and the forth, the back and the forth. It's kind of like the spring weather. One day it's really warm and the next day it's snowing. I think it's supposed to snow soon. Yeah. So it's kind of like that, right? And yet, they continued to have faith. Their leaders continued to have faith. And I'm not just talking about Moses and Aaron. I'm talking about each and every individual that was within that community at that time. It takes all of us as a collective to get to where we want to go. And where do we want to go as religious scientists? We want to go, and we are going, adjusting that trajectory all the time, to living the experience of oneness. Living the knowing that as I look at each and every individual here, I am seeing the face of God, of the divine. We each get to do that collectively. And I think where we get off track from this is kind of demonstrated in the Easter story, and I may have more about this next week, but we get off track when we start focusing on the fears, on the fear that, well, yeah, he might be the Messiah, but he's not the military Messiah. Oh, yeah, he might be the Messiah, but he's not the one who believes the law should work this way. So we get caught up in these fears, and we allow fear to grow larger and larger and larger. So that's the horizon that we see. And when we see that horizon of fear and we focus on it, what do we teach? What you focus on grows. And so we're invited, once again, to adjust our trajectory to that end goal of oneness with Spirit, knowing that we start that way, knowing that we are always that, even when fear grows large, even when the stories and the headlines and the divisiveness in the government, it's nothing new, this divisiveness in the government. As we were seeing on the show yesterday, the Pharisees and the Sadducees and the community at large, they were all disagreeing about Jesus, about this idea of a Messiah and who and what it would be. And yet, we know Jesus' name today because he demonstrated the love and the law. I and my Father are one. I and my Father are one. That's what we are. That's what we get to share and demonstrate. So as we celebrate this Holy Week, I invite us to be still, to know God, to open ourselves to the vision that's revealing itself in, through, and as each of us, to explore our daily habits, to see where does fear get in the way, and make sure that our ladder truly is leaning against the right building to help us see beyond that horizon. Blessed be. I invite our practitioners to stand to help to hold the consciousness of this prayer. And I invite us to close our eyes and turn within. And as I turn within and open my heart space, knowing it is my portable temple of God, it is my airplane. I am the vehicle. And as I open my heart and my mind to that power and presence that is, always will be, I recognize that it is love. It is peace. It is joy. It is beauty and wonder and creativity. And I know that my life is a demonstration of it. That each and every experience of my life, whether it's driven from fear or flying high on love, it is an expression of this one. And as I return my sights to beyond the horizon, I reconnect, I reconfirm, I accept. Thy will be done. And I am grateful. Grateful for this crazy, wonderful thing called life. Grateful for the bursting forth of the flowers and the new babies. Grateful to know that I am male and female, one. I am grateful. And so I simply allow this word to be, knowing it's done in spirit. And I invite all to join me in saying, and so it is.
Am I strong enough to bear the burdens that sometimes come living this thing called life? Am I wise enough to make the right decisions when I'm standing at the fork in the road? Sometimes I wonder and ponder, only to realize not alone, and there's nothing I have to do on my own, because I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. Yes, I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up.
Thank you. So our practitioners are sitting back down because I tend to go all over the place and they never know where I'm going to say this in the service, so forgive me. What I'd like to tell you about our practitioners is that they are one of the ways that we get to find our way back to the right path. Sitting with a practitioner, my experience has been that I have the opportunity to simply share where I am on my path, good or bad. And as I'm sitting with the practitioner sharing what's on my heart to share, the practitioner is holding the consciousness of knowing that I truly am one with Spirit. Always. Always. And so I invite you after service to come up front here to get a prayer with a practitioner. I invite you to reach out to our practitioners individually to schedule a session, to have that opportunity. And I also invite you, we have a prayer box in the back. Maybe you're rushed for time this afternoon. Simply write a prayer request, and our practitioners will pray over it. The gift that our practitioners give to this community is huge, and I invite you to take advantage of it. Now, I don't know where we are in the slides, guys, but we're going into gracious giving. So this is our opportunity to give financially to the community. This community it's a business, so it does require donations to do what we do. And we invite you to give from your hearts. Give of your time, talent, and treasure. Every week we get to say thank you to those individuals who have served throughout the week. And that's vitally important because we are supporting each other. So let us take our gift for today, the financial gift, place it on our hearts and share with each other this affirmation. I joyfully celebrate the flow of God through me. I am grateful for receiving and giving to my spiritual community. I give thanks, always knowing God is my source, and so it is.
And remember that love is the center of my being. I rise up and release all illusions that seem to defeat me. There is an opening in my heart to release all that is dark, and up from the ashes I will rise. I rise up and remember who I am. I release all fear, self-doubt, and shame, and forgive all those that need it. I let light shine through and dissolve all pain, and let sadness disappear. Oh, I rise up and remember that love is the center of my being. I rise up and remember who I am. I am joy, I am peace, I am love, I am free, I am infinite possibilities. I am joy, I am peace, I am love, I am free, I am infinite possibilities. I am joy, I am peace, I am love, I am free, I am infinite possibilities. I am joy, I am peace, I am love, I am free, I am all that I was meant to be. Oh, I rise up and remember that love is the center of my being. Oh, I rise up and remember who I am. Oh, I rise up and remember that love is the center of my being. I rise up
Hello? Hello? Look at how many we have. I am so excited about this. And so I'm going to have Renee draw one of them. Yep. Go ahead and read.
Finding our voices.
Nice.
Empower and promote healing for survivors in sexual assault and abuse through weekly writing and monthly expressive arts experiences and an annual retreat. We are the only organization in El Paso County that offers long-term post-traumatic growth through workshops and exhibits in the community. And this is by Kay.
Nice. Good job. That is super. All righty. So, do we have kids? We do. All righty.
Today we talked about what was important to us for the foundation of our vision board, and Lauren is going to share what's important to her.
So something that is important to me is my family. And my cat and my 2 dogs.
Yes. I love it. All right. So, let's all rise and sing our song.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that is meant to be, with God as a center, united all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Oh, let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternal.